Hey, what's going on, world? It's your favorite community leader, Antonio the Soldierpreneur. I'm here, man. I'm super excited for what's about to happen. Yes, I said what's about to happen because I know what's about to happen. I'm flying high, guys. I am flying super high because of today's service, for one, and two, for my book launch. Today's service was about flying high. Pastor Cooper was right on point. He talked with Isaiah 60. We were talking about flying high um, with God. He said the people of God fly high like eagles, right? Man, you talking about flying high with an eagle? Nobody hangs out with eagles. Eagles hang out solo dolo. They learn how to fly, they get educated, and then they start to soar. And even when the wind blows, even when the tumultuous weather happens, guess what happens? They use that weather pattern to raise up even higher. That's what eagles do. What do you do when the winds and the tide comes and the thunderstorms and the hurricanes? What do you do? A lot of people they bat an eye and they go somewhere different. Man, that's not what this is about. When you know better, you do better. That is exactly what the title of my book is. Yes, sir. We are ready. I'm showcasing my whole story. My life is in here, guys. My life. Ooh wee. A higher level of thinking is what it took me to get out of that space that I was in. The military thought they had me. This guy thought he had me. He told me I wasn't gonna be able to move forward in my career as a warrant officer. Man, did that terrorize me? How long was I down? I remember I was trying to do so much. I was low level thinking. Low level thinking. I spaced out, thinking I could fight my way back. I lost that fight, but I'm winning the war. There's always somebody that's gonna try to bring you down. Saw something that's gonna bring your energy level down. You can't even fly no more. You're crawling like a cockroach. That's what it felt like. Your attitude is depicting of your altitude, right? If my attitude sucked, I kept trying to defend my position, trying to push the envelope because it wasn't fair, it wasn't right. It was a technicality, and nobody was willing to fight for me. So I had to figure things out. I had to accept it, man. Say it is what it is. I had to figure things out, man. I called so many people, man. It's like, man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Can't, not much you can do. It's a good old boy system a lot of times. Some folks don't look like me. Tends to go down the wayside. So I had to figure things out for myself. Boy, was that hard. As a new parent, a new husband, what was I gonna do? My career vision was gone. I had to figure things out for myself. So I started to apply myself. I started to read. Before then, I never read. I say never, but I wasn't a reader. Like I didn't own books like that. I had a Bible. Did I know what to do with it? Not much, right? Because my energy, I thought I knew. I grew up in the church. I thought I knew how to go into the Word. I didn't. I just knew to go to church, and that's on me, right? What he says, your life situation is a mirror of what's going on inside you. Your life situation is a mirror of what's going on inside you. If you're tumultuous, if you have thunderstorms all inside you, all you can see is the storms that are around you. You can't see the opportunity that's masked in plain sight. It happens like that, especially when you're giving your energy to spaces and people that don't give you any growth back. A lot of people are focused on TV programs, friends from back in the day. They're trying to keep things going the way they always have been, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to soar. You're supposed to grow. Nobody's supposed to stay the same. Now, Peter Pan, he talked about Peter Pan today, Pastor Cooper did, and how Peter Pan says They asked him, he said, I want to fly like you. How do I fly like you? He said, I feel the very best about everything that's going on around me. I have no worries, and I just soar. Me paraphrasing, by the way. It is about your attitude. Who's in charge of your attitude? I believe you are. I believe I am. And if my attitude was to take it and just be mad at the world, and I don't, ain't no telling what I would have done. Ain't no telling what somebody else that don't look like me would have done. But I didn't see it that way. My vision wasn't that astute. Try to understand what it is I need to do next when everything was out of my control and nobody was willing to help. The people that the people who were in charge of things is just they're the ones that wanted to put me down. So I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Try to figure things out. I still had about maybe I think I still spent about 8 more years, right? Ah, there's another moment in time that I chose my son. I talk about that in the book as well. It's about your choices, man. I chose my son over the army. What? That was my priority. Not fighting some invisible enemy. Read more about that here. It's all about your thinking. It's all about what you value and what's going on inside you. And if you don't understand what's going on inside you, there is a lot of work that you're going to have to do on your own. A lot of people think you can just go to a therapist and get your problems handled. The therapist doesn't live with you. You have to live with you. So how are you going to adjust in your living situation? How are you going to adjust your habits of thinking? How are you going to adjust who you belong to when it comes down to your kids? Like if your kids have this bad dad or this bad mom, or this mom has a bad family, like what do? You have anybody's parents have a bad family. The goal is to be at peace. Isn't the goal to be at peace? That is my goal, to be at peace with everything that I do. If I make a mistake, all right, I got to figure out how to make peace with it. That's disciplining your disappointments. It's always going to be something that's going to be a kink in the chain. I don't know how many kinks in my chain when I was riding my bike, how many kinks I had that made me flip over. I don't know if that was you, but that was me. There's always going to be something that's going to force you to discipline yourself because it's going to be disappointing. And nobody wants to be disappointed, but it always happens. So you got to discipline yourself in those moments. And then you have to align with God, right? Chapter 5 in my book, it is so, man, it's enlightening. I don't have a better word because I love this book. Because seeing the light, you got to stretch for it. That eagle is soaring, he sees it all the time. He's seeking the light every time. Are you? You have to align with your value system, whatever the value system that you have for yourself. You must align. I'm aligning with God. That's my value system, and I have to go to work on that. Meaning, get rid of the mindset shift or trash talk that I may have had in the past in order to see a better future. I understand that we all have a carnal mind at times. The beastly mentalities that we have that, we just want to hit it and go. Like, we have to be able to pause and reflect. A lot of times we have to. And if you choose not to pause and reflect at any moments of reflection, then it's going to be a bad year, bad moment. So many times that you'll be worse off because you didn't take the necessary pause to think and allow God to speak to you. That's what I was able to do once I got more and more clear. Trash dumping, just dumping stuff. I don't need that. I don't need that. And I just keep moving. It was hard, really. So many transitions was happening during all these years since that happened. So many different things, and I was disappointed over here, disappointed over here. I tried this and I tried this, and it was all growth involved, but because it just wasn't my final destination. Some people keep coming back at me trying to bring the past, bring me back to the past. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the future. I'm here to soar high like eagles. I'm here to attack it with the courage of a lion. That's my mentality. Now, we must always fly high in our ambitions. Develop the dreams that'll pull you. That's exactly what I've been doing, working on this. And ever since I really made a good transition, that was probably about a year ago, maybe not even a year. I've been growing so much because I've been meditating and reflecting on my day. That's it. And I'm getting clearer and clearer. And I'm I'm adjusting my thought processes. I'm adjusting my mouthpiece. I'm adjusting how I carry myself and what I say, what comes out of this mouth. I swear, this school year is so different because I'm different. I'm more patient, more observing to my own rhetoric, who I am, and how I speak to people. Because I have to speak to people every day. I dream bigger. Before I didn't dream big. Before I had my son, I wasn't dreaming big. I just knew I wanted to get my degree, and I thought that was going to do something for me. And the whole process, I didn't learn much of anything about myself, other than that I made a lot of mistakes. I was a pretty decent guy, but I made a lot of mistakes. I could have been a lot better for more people. It doesn't matter though. What matters is I help somebody else become better at a younger age so they can make better decisions as they get older. We gotta fly high, guys. We can't keep hanging around with the little fish. We got to get out the cockroaches, man. We got to move past all the foolishness that we know that other people have been feeding us. Stop eating it, guys. Focus on you. Get that stuff done, and then you move on to attracting the people that's meant for you. That's what I've done. I've got new brothers now. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to connect. See how much we can build. Because that's what it's all about. And who you can help build. We got to grow. Look to the heavens to become inspired. To spend more time developing your vision. Look to the heavens, guys. Stand out here and just look and just see how vast it is. There's so many opportunities out here. You just have to open your eyes and see. I talked to a business owner not too long ago. I said, so, he cut hair. I said, so what are you doing for back to school? You doing anything for back to school? Nah, I ain't thought nothing about it. Hey, you thought about this? Nah, I ain't thought nothing about it. It's all community stuff, so you get to know who people are and what they really value. But my goal is to help flip that script. Not everybody's thinking about that on that level. I just heard a little baby talking about we need to have more kids. And he's thinking so deeper on the population aspect of it. If somebody passed away, we're going to lose our namesake. That's deep, right? But he can't speak to everybody on that level. Not everybody can understand him either. So you have to build people up from where you are because they haven't made it that far. So you have to bring it down, right? So here I go. Again, on my own. Down this lonely road. Hey, this is the point. Learn from my mistakes. Not everybody's going to, but you can learn from my mistakes. Believe me, I have many stories in here that are telltale of how I grew out of my misery. Or was it miserable? But that process was miserable too. Swear to God. So, what are we going to do about this thing? Huh? I think we can grow. What do you think? I think if you identify where you're at, because you're not average, so many people will put themselves in this average boat, but you're not average. You're built for something bigger. You got to dream bigger. Man, I can see it. I'm running my own school right now. I'm developing chemistry amongst community members. I have a huge community right now. All these people, we all work together. We all spend money together. Just like some community out there that I'm not even going to talk about. But I'm developing a kingdom versus your castle. We all can grow. We all can develop. And that's what this is all about. Are you with us? Are you not with us? I think you are. I really think you are. because you're here for the growth too. I think so. I think when you learn how to know what you truly want, I believe that you're gonna do better. I really do. I think you're gonna expand and you're gonna grow past everybody that's around you. You're gonna find some new friends that's growing with you, and that's what I'm here for. Are you that person willing to grow with me? Cause I ain't done. I got way more things to grow, way more things to learn, way more things to do, so many more situations to build with. Every situation is an opportunity for you to thrive in. Do you see the opportunity, or are you clouded by all this bad weather that you're experiencing? You just got to spread those wings and start to soar higher. Aim for the stars. Let's go. Till next time, I'm Antonio, the Soldierpreneur, and I'm a king. And I'll chat with you later. Peace.